Hey X-Maniacs, welcome back and buckle up because we're going to be looking into the most mind-blowing moments of the X-Men 97 series. This season was a roller coaster ride of mutant mayhem, epic battles, and some shocking twists that left us completely speechless. So grab your cerebral helmets, crank the Danger Room tunes, and get ready for some serious nostalgia. But beware, there will be plenty of spoilers ahead, so you have been warned. Number 10, Cyclops flusts his way into our hearts. We all know that Cyclops is a mutant powerhouse, but in X-Men 97, this is truly cemented and he's a fan favorite. Right from the get-go, he takes on the Friends Against Humanity with laser focus. And we're talking about intense hand-to-hand combat, folks. Cyclops doesn't just stop there. He unleashes his iconic optic blast like a one-man light show, weaving around the warehouse with laser-like precision. Let's just say the bad guys never saw it coming, and if you weren't let's just say, okay, let's redo it right here. Let's just say the bad guys never saw it coming, and if you weren't a Cyclops fan before, you definitely are now. Number 9, teamwork makes the mutant dream work. Speaking of awesome mutant teamwork, how about the epic triple assault and master mold? Remember that giant robot churning out sentinels like a giant mutant crushing factory? Well, Wolverine, Gambit, and Morph showed us the true meaning behind mutant synergy. Gambit supercharges Logan's claws with kinetic energy, launching him like a furry missile, then Morph transforms into the ever so squishy blob, becoming a living trampoline for Wolverine to bounce off of and deliver a decapitating blow to Master Mold. This scene perfectly showcases how the X-Men are stronger together, and then when they combine their unique powers together, they can take down even the most formidable threats. Number 8, Storm weathers the storm. Our resident weather goddess Storm faces a major setback when she loses her powers after being shot by the Executioner's power-erasing gun. Talk about a confidence killer. But Storm is no damsel in distress, because when cornered by the fearsome demon called the Adversary, something awakens within her. She realizes that her powers are never truly gone, and unleashes a fierce display of lightning, disintegrating the enemy within seconds and creating an epic weather phenomenon. Storm reclaiming her powers and owning her badassery was just pure inspiration. This wasn't just about regaining her abilities, it was also overcoming fear and doubt. Number 7, Jean vs. Madeline, a battle of clones. This episode throws a major curveball with an epic attack of the clones. It turns out Madeline Pryor, the woman that Jean saved, is a twisted clone created by Mr. Sinister. Madeline Pryor discovers she's not the real Jean, she flips out and transforms into the Goblin Queen, hellbent on revenge. It gets intense, with Jean having to fight her evil doppelganger in a mind-blowing telepathic battle. The Goblin Queen is victorious, but Jean uses her love for her infant self, long story, to break the Goblin Queen free from Mr. Sinister's control. Talk about using brain over brawn. This battle between clones was a fascinating exploration of identity and the power of love. Jean's quick thinking not only saved the X-Men, but also offered Madeline a chance of redemption. Number 6, Magneto's speech from the stars. Magneto isn't scared to make a scene, and this season really kicks it up a notch. When put on trial by the UN for his past actions, things take a dramatic turn. The Executioner crashes the party, trying to depower Magneto, but Storm intervenes on Magneto's behalf and takes the depowerizing bullet. Furious and fed up, Magneto takes matters into his own hands. Using his magnetism powers, he grabs a chunk out of the UN building and drags it to outer space. Magneto then delivers a powerful speech from space, basically reminding humanity that mutants deserve to exist and have a place on Earth. It is intimidating, powerful, and a stark warning: do not mess with the mutants. This scene is a roller coaster of emotions, showcasing Magneto's strength, angle, and ultimately his desire for peace. Number 5, Rogue unleashes her fury. Following the devastating destruction of Geonosia and the trust lost between Magneto and Gambit, Rogue goes full rage mode. Consumed by grief and vengeance, she set out on a hunt to hunt down the anti-mutant leader, Henry Gyrick. This leads to a brutal fight with the US Army. We see Rogue at her most vicious state yet, absorbing energy blasts, tossing soldiers like ragdolls, and even shrugging off an attack from Captain America. This scene was a raw and emotional display of Rogue's power and pain. We've always known that Rogue is very dangerous, but here we can just see how destructive she can be when pushed to the edge. Number 3, Gambit's heroic sacrifice. We know saying death as a great moment sounds a bit messed up, but there's some real heroism behind Gambit's sacrifice. During the Battle of Geonosia, the X-Men face off a monstrous Tri-Sentinel. In a desperate attempt at trying to destroy it, Gambit uses his charged playing cards to overload a cable attached to that Tri-Sentinel. However, this act takes a huge toll on Gambit. With his last bit of strength, he supercharges the cable and destroys the Sentinel, sacrificing himself in the process. It was a bittersweet moment. While this Tri-Sentinel was destroyed, the X-Men had lost a beloved teammate. Gambit's final act of courage shows his unwavering loyalty and willingness to put everything on the line for his friends. Rest in peace, Gambit. You won't be forgotten. Number 2, Professor X makes a grand entrance. Let's face it, the X-Men is not the same without Professor X. After fans were left heartbroken by his apparent death in the original 90 series, X-Men 97 finally delivered the reunion that we've all been waiting for. In the season final, the X-Mansion is in ruins and the mutant-human war is on the horizon. Wolverine then asks the ultimate question, when is the Professor when you need him? Then, to everyone's shock and delight, a figure crash lands on this scene, Professor X himself. He wastes no time, telepathically summoning the X-Men with his iconic catchphrase, "To me, my X-Men." Number 1, Stranded in Time. As the X-Men fight for their lives against the techno-organic menace Bastion, Cyclops and Jean are forced to make a heartbreaking decision. They send their son Cable back in time to safety, with a tearful goodbye that will leave you reaching for tissues. While the X-Men manage to escape Bastion's clutches, they're scattered throughout time. Cyclops and Jean find themselves in a dystopian future, face-to-face with a teenage Cable and a mysterious woman named Mother Ascari. Comic book fans will recognize her as a variant of Rachel Summers, which is Cable's daughter. Meanwhile, the rest of the X-Men are flung into a distant past when they encounter a young Apocalypse, the mutant destined to become one of their greatest enemies ever. Talk about loaded moments. This season finale throws major curveballs, leaving us with jaw-dropping reveals and tons of questions. So there you have it, our top 10 mutant moments from X-Men 97. This season was a wild ride, packed with action, emotion, and epic twists. We saw X-Men face their greatest challenges yet, and the future seems more uncertain than ever. But one thing's for sure, X-Men will never give up fighting for a world where mutants and humans can coexist. What were your favorite moments from X-Men 97? Let us know down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. Until next time.